How do political parties impact your investment portfolio? Well, it's 2024. We're going to be moving into an election year, which means there's going to be plenty of coverage discussing these political parties. And if you're dialing into financial channels, they're probably going to be making a link between political parties and how it might impact your investments. And today we're going to look at almost 100 years worth of data and see how do different political parties impact your long-term returns. This chart here is giving us almost 100 years worth of data going back to 1936. And it's giving us blue lines being the Democratic parties, red lines being Republican parties. And what this is, if you were to invest $10,000 in the election year that each party were to be elected. So starting in 1936 when a Democratic Party got elected, and then going for 10 years following that time period. And it's a rolling 10-year period all the way up to 2012 to 2021. How would you have done? Now, the first thing that I want to point out is almost all of these bars are positive, which means under all parties, other than between 2000 and 2009 when we had the global financial crisis, every single one of these rolling 10-year periods had a positive rate of return. So that's good news. So what is the other piece? Now you might look at these and see, well, is blue ahead? Is red ahead? Which party is going to give me better investment returns? And what happens is when we average these out over time, the Democrats and the Republican parties giving us about 11% versus a little over 10%, the returns are almost identical. And so what does that mean? Over a 10-year period following the election year, which is what we're going into, the returns between whoever got elected were very similar. And so while you may want to be looking at politics from the standpoint of social issues or political issues that might be important to you, weighing it into your investment plan may be a mistake because it has not had a significant impact on the portfolio. And so what is important? Well, rather than focusing on the news and what's happening day to day, focus on your long-term plan. And like I always say, know what you own and know why you own it. I hope you found this helpful. And as always, thanks for investing your time with the Personal CFO.